Hello and welcome to Jimbo Gaming, and today I am playing Magic Duels. I have no idea what this game is. I just saw one of my friends play it and I was like, ooh, it's got magic, okay. And then I realized it's a card game and I was like, well, you know what, I've not really played card games before, so why not? So here we go.
Is power. It has the capacity to create and destroy.
That's why I like magic.
Manipulate
and I like
and
the
transform.
badass and the beard.
It can shatter the very laws that govern each world. The infinite planes of the multiverse are home to countless mages. If for all their mastery over their craft, they are each bound to their own planes of reality, blind to the true vastness of the multiverse. But some mages are born with a potential for more. The spark, this gift, realized only upon facing a great ordeal. Once ignited, it allows the mage to travel between planes and draw from each plane's magic to reach heights of power otherwise impossible to achieve. They can begin their journey as a planeswalker.
Okay, so is that what I'm supposed to be then? A planeswalker? I'm assuming the logo has something to do with it, I would assume. What's this? The basics. Learn the basics of magic to prepare you for the adventures ahead. And unlock story mode. Where you can uncover the origins of the powerful planewalkers. Okay, so I guess I'm not a planewalker, or I'm going to become a planewalker. Whatever. Let's play Skill Quest. Your training begins. Learn the basics of Magic Duels in the fun and rewarding Skill Quests. I don't know what the hell that is. Okay, so training drone. Okay, so we're gonna do the basics then, and then I suppose next episode
Welcome to Magic Duels. You are a planeswalker, a powerful mage, dueling across the myriad worlds of the multiverse.
Okay, so after saying all that, I am actually one, and I am crossing the multiverse. Sweet.
Your story starts with these skill quests. Challenges designed to hone your skills and prepare you for combat. If you'd like to replay a skill quest, you can do so from the Help and Options menu.
Okay, so this is just general
Each player
tutorial.
starts with a shuffled deck of cards called a library. Your library contains the creatures and other spells you'll need to defeat your foe.
Okay.
Each turn, you draw a card from your library into your hand. Only you can see the cards in your hand.
Well, I guess that I'm not. So I guess it's going completely noob friendly to an entire card game. But I think most people playing a card game actually know the rules of a card game. That's why they've gotten into card games. But anyway, okay, my hand, my
You win
library.
the game by reducing your opponent's life total.
Okay.
Zoom in on any card. While zoomed in on a card, you can learn more about its abilities in the More Info box
now this
on
would
the
be
right.
more important.
Zoom out by scrolling the mouse wheel down to complete this skill quest.
Congratulations!
Good job. You can zoom in on cards anywhere.
Alright, let me... Really? They made a whole deck and stuff and just... That was it. That was what I got. I want to go into combat. Let me fight. Alright, okay.
In this skill quest, you'll learn how to attack with your creatures to reduce your opponent's life total. A creature deals damage equal to its power, the first number in the lower right corner. When a creature attacks, it becomes tapped, or turns sideways. This shows it's been used for the turn. Your tapped cards will untap at the start of your turn.
Okay, so that's
to
just
complete
an easy
this
way.
skill quest, finish off your opponent this turn. For each creature you want to attack with, click and drag it to your opponent. You can attack with all your creatures by clicking Attack with All. After you've chosen which creatures to attack with, Click Confirm Attack.
Tip attack with all. Instead of declaring an attackers individually, you can use attack all. Whatever. Right, okay then. Oh, so I did have to. Well, let's look. I did that then.
Excellent. Attacking with your creatures is one of the surest ways to win.
Right. So it's kind of just putting it sideways is just to say, like, okay, you've used it, you know that you've used it, and you can't use it again. Right. That's something different depending on what type of game you actually play. Sometimes once you've used it...
Your untapped creatures can block your opponent's attacking creatures. A blocked creature won't deal damage to you. Instead, it will deal damage to the creature that blocked it, and your creature will deal damage to the attacking creature. A creature is destroyed if it's dealt damage in a single turn equal to its toughness, the second number in the lower right corner.
Okay. So I'm assuming, right, so that's the toughness? Ah, okay, yeah, because that's got 2, don't know, is that some of this one's, that doesn't really make much sense, that's -5, and that's a 6, and I don't know, okay.
To complete this skill quest, survive your opponent's turn, and then win the game on your turn.
Okay, so I have a defending one, and I have an attacking one. Now I have an attack of 2, and I think that has a defense of 2.
To block an incoming attack, click and drag one of your creatures to the attacking creature you want to block. Once you've selected all the creatures you want to block with, click Confirm Block.
Confirm block. Because that guy can deal more damage. So she can go where it can get time. Okay, so that's in the grave now. Your turn. Mana pool. You can manually add mana.
Great job! By blocking the more dangerous creature, you survived the assault. Now it's your turn. First, play the land card you just drew. Playing more lands allows you to cast more
Okay, oh right, okay, so I'm gonna finish up land cards, but I want to know what the land cards do. This card gives you a mana, the mana you need to cast your spells and activate your abilities. It's also a permanent mana. Once you put it into the battlefield, it will stay in the battlefield until something causes it to leave. You can play 1 land on each of your turns, and only during one of your main phases. When you use the mana from a land, the land taps, turns sideways to show that it has been used. There are 5 colors of mana that the lands produce, as well as colorless mana. Plains produce white mana. Okay, so the plains, island blue, swamp black mana. Must be that one. Mountain red mana. That one. Forest green. Any of these types of mana can be used to play colorless costs such as 1, 3, or X at the start of each of your turns. All of your trap cards untrap and are ready to be used again. Okay, the last part didn't make much sense.
Now attack and win the game.
Confirm attack. You're dead. I did something.
Excellent.
Admittedly,
Remember, only untapped creatures can block. Now that you've seen creatures attacking and blocking, let's find out how to summon them to the battlefield.
Well, I assume that's just click and drag. I mean, you know, I would take that as a, like, basic.
To cast a spell, you need mana. the magical energy produced by your lands. Each of your lands produces 1 mana when it taps or turns sideways. Tapping shows a card's been used for the turn. To see a spell's mana cost, look in the top right corner of the card. For example, to cast Lightning Elemental, you need 1 red mana. Your mountain produces that. You also need 3 other mana of any kind. Any lands can be tapped to produce this 3 mana. After you cast a creature spell, that creature goes to the battlefield. Creatures can't attack on the turn they're summoned. This is called summoning sickness, and it's indicated by a swirling effect. A creature with summoning sickness can still block incoming attacks. A few creatures have an ability called haste. Creatures with haste aren't affected by summoning sickness.
Right, so I'm assuming that one has summoning sickness and this one doesn't due to the fact of this meaning haste.
In this skill quest, we'll start on your opponent's turn. To complete it, win the game on your next turn.
Right. Well, that one is there.
Your Elvish Warrior can't block this turn because it's tapped. The creature your opponent just summoned can't attack this turn, but it will be able to block on your next turn.
Okay. Well, that's definitely probably gonna kill me. Can I... Okay, I can't do anything, apparently. I'm on 2... Ah, right, the whole point of that was to get me onto the same HP as him.
You can summon creatures to the battlefield from your hand by casting creature spells. To cast a spell in your hand, click on it.
Yeah. Haste. Creatures with haste are not affected by... Yeah, you told me that before, you muppet. Right. Attack step. Right. I don't believe I can attack all and defend. I don't think. Well, yeah, whatever. Let's just go for it. We'll attack all. They'll probably end up... Well, yeah, that one can defend, but he can't defend him, and he can do 2 damage. So, yeah. Sweet. You're dead anyway.
Well done! All your tapped cards, including lands and creatures, will untap at the start of your next turn.
Yeah. I'm kind of getting the hang of this, but I think the tutorial is now lasting a little bit too long. Longer than I would like.
For completing this skill quest, you've earned some coins. After you finish Gideon's campaign, you can spend coins in the store to purchase booster packs containing new cards for your collection.
Sweet. Okay, so it's just a typical card game. But anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here. If you have enjoyed, please leave a comment and also like and subscribe. My name is Jimbo Gaming and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.